This is my production of Inktober of last year. 28 inks. I know I failed catastrophically because you're supposed to do 31 and I only did 28. Yes, I should be ashamed. So some I'm very proud of, I really like, and some of them I'm very ashamed of. This is the smallest. So I'm gonna do a little tour. And first I wanted to give some tips maybe for people that would like to do it this year.
The speech is a bit all over the place. The creature hasn't made videos in a while. It'll get smoother over time. Thanks for your understanding. If you want to help it pay for some public speaking or drawing lessons, click on the link somewhere. I forgot where.
You don't have to begin on the 1st of October, you can begin 1 week before. If you subscribe to the newsletter of Inktober, they will give you the prompts 1 week in advance, which is very good if you're slow to draw like me. So I began right away, and it was very challenging because it's big format, it's in color, it's painting, and it's, you know, for every prompt I had to come up with ideas to fit with my style. But you're not supposed to draw in colors, and you're supposed to draw one drawing a day. Totally true. So it permitted me to produce a lot, to, you know, if I don't have a goal like that, I'm a big procrastinator. I will just dream about doing things and have a hard time starting the machine. So I was very happy to produce this. It was very challenging. I was feeling so much in a race. I was painting sometimes 3 or 4 at the same time. Okay, you know, I'm doing blue. I put blue here, blue here, blue here. And of course you can feel that some of these paintings would have liked to be thought more in advance and would have liked me to take my time more on them. They would be better. But, you know, forcing yourself to do something quick like that is a great way to make quick decisions. You know, you don't spend 2 days thinking, oh, which color am I gonna use, or which way do I go? Okay, you have to be fast, which I think is a struggle we all have if we have a long period of time. If you have 1 month to paint one work, you'll take your time so much. Well, I took my time so much, and the results sometimes won't be at the level of the time you spent thinking about it and meditating about it. And Inktober is not a race, it's made to improve your skills at drawing. Signed, Jake Parker. Thank you very much, Jake. But yeah, it definitely improved my skills of drawing fast and racing. This is trying to attack me, I think. Can we take just one moment to talk about this plant? That look how huge it is. You know, it comes from a sweet potato that I let too long in my kitchen, and that began to have branches like that. And look at that! I planted it in a pot, and look, it's like every day it's taking 20 centimeters. Okay, I exaggerate, but I really feel it's trying to take the whole space here. But at the same time, I don't feel like cutting it because it looks so happy to be here. Okay, no, I wanted to say also that it's not very easy also for your surrounding unless you live alone in a cavern. But if you have a job, which I had at the same time, and if you have a partner, if you have a family, they will be tired of you only being able to talk about Inktober. You know, I was obsessed. I was waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, or sometimes painting until 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes waking up in the middle of the night saying, how many prompts do I have still? I still have to do that and that. Tomorrow I have to do that, you know, and I was not able to talk about anything else. And actually my partner invented a word which is Bastatober.
Bastatober.
Okay, one other positive thing that happened is that after with all this material, I could make an exhibition. And right now, all these works are maybe gonna become something. I am superstitious, so I don't talk about it right now before I sign anything, but it's gonna exist in another form, which I'm very excited about. Maybe. So, thank you for being here, and let's go on the tour. Backpack. I had a problem of hair here. I didn't plan to make him this hair and her this hair. I couldn't change much about it, and I thought, okay, why not? He has a funny hairstyle, kind of a bun, and her once, I wanted her to be quite fiery, but this color, this orange, didn't fit at all, so I had, with ink it's always hard, very hard to light the colors up. So, but yeah, I managed to light it. And to keep this moon bright, I used, of course, the drawing gum. Inktober Day 2 Discover. It's my lover that modeled for this drawing. I'm pretty happy with the result. Well, I like the colors, but many details are not well done, like the hands, like the down part of the shirt, and I don't know, overall if you look at it from far it's okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Day 3 Boots. Oh my god, I was ashamed to post that, but I said, okay, it's the game. I don't like it, I like nothing about it. I didn't have that in mind, but from what you have in mind to what appears on the paper later is a whole world sometimes. I surprisingly got very nice comments on it on Instagram, so I guessed, okay, we all have different tastes. And the next day arrived, and no, it was not way better. Same, I really had something else in mind. I think that mixing many styles like that is maybe not a good idea. It's okay, same, from far it's okay, but I don't love it. I'll do maybe better tomorrow. And the tomorrow arrives, and okay, that's not too bad. It was Trek. There I like the lights, and I especially like the belly button there. Day 7 Passport. I thought that I was tired to do things in 2D, and I thought I want some more movement. I want things to be at the first plan and things on the background. So this is my first trial, I think, with a hand like that is pretty big in the front. But I don't love the results. I don't like the eyes. The eyes are too big. I kind of like the glasswork behind, but that's all. Day 8 hike. No comment. Day 9 the sun. I think I used the horse from the Rider-Waite's tarot deck that I liked a lot. But I remember that it took me forever to sketch this picture. I really wanted to have this feeling of the sun that is really embracing totally the moon. And I didn't really get this feeling, but it's okay. I'm realizing now that I shouldn't criticize all of my paintings like that. But I think people that paint know what I mean. It's very rare to be totally happy with a work. Day 10 Nomadic. I kind of like this one. The effect of the hands are a little bit too dark for me. I wanted something more sensual and more joyful. But like there's this hand on the neck that almost looks like it's struggling, the woman, and I didn't want to give this feeling. But the overall galaxy feeling it has, the overall feeling that she's surrendering, this I like. Day 11, snacks. I don't know if this will make me banned from YouTube. I hope not, because come on, we see way more graphic things on the net. But yeah, this one is quite small. I thought it would take me not a long time, but it was very long to do because I really messed up with the colors at the beginning, but it was such a mess to do, and I added so many layers to it because I was never happy with the colors that I'm happy I did it with ink, because if I did it with acrylic, the thing would be like 2 centimeters thick. Day 12, remote. This was supposed to be the best one in my head as I pictured it. And okay, I'm gonna try to change. I'm gonna try to find something I like everywhere, because I cannot complain about all the paintings like that. Okay, I'll think about it and come back if I find something I like. This one I like, especially the top left corner. I love the shades there. The colors are weird, but this one I really like. Day 14, Rome. It's a design I used later to make a lunar calendar. I like the snakes, I like the body, I like the glasswork feeling. Maybe the petals of the flowers could have been better in another color, but overall I like the ancient feeling it has. It's a little bit kitsch, but it pleases my eyes. Day 15, guidebook. I think there I really became crazy. It took me so much time. I think I was not sleeping there. I really wanted to put some of my favorite books there, and after I realized I forgot some, but it's okay. Virginie Despentes is there, so all is good. Day 16, grungy. For me, the term grunge refers directly to when I was in college and I was wearing grandma's dresses with Doc Martens and thinking that Kurt Cobain was the biggest genius that the world was carrying. So I had to do a little tribute to Inktober, the album. Day 17, this is another example of a painting that turned out so bad compared to what I had in mind. But I kind of like the sentence. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature to change. There is no way I can escape being separated from them. This is one of the hardest sentences I had to integrate, and that I haven't integrated yet totally. It was given to us at Plum Village by Sister True Dedication, who is a wonder of a woman. Day 18, drive. Okay, I try to find something I like about it. I like this eclipse up there. Yeah. Then I skipped the 18 prompt, which was a ridge. I was not very inspired and I was late. I jumped into the next one, which was Uncharted. This one I own totally. I love the colors, I love this fish, I love the fact that it makes me think about one of my favorite movies, Arizona Dream from Costa Rica. I like the overall feeling it gives. This was a good surprise. For once, it turned out as good or even better than what I had in mind. And makes me think about comic illustrations a little bit. Of course, it's not at the level of a lot of comics I have, but still it has this kind of vibe to me. Day 21, Rhinoceros. I tried kind of a geometric mosaical thing. It was very hard to make a leg to the woman with this horn. But yeah, it's cute maybe. Day 22, Plum Village, one of the most beautiful scene I've seen in my life. A sister at Plum Village chanting with the big bell at sunset. So I really wanted to translate that into ink. And there, if somebody is still there watching the video, I have to admit that I cheated. This one I did when I came back from Plum Village in August 2024, and I added here later for Inktober, but don't tell Jake Parker. Day 23, Rust. This one I did very quick in one night, and it's one of my favorites. It was the first time I was using this Sennelier ink, and I love the color, I love the rust. It was the first time I was doing rust, and I really like the effect. And you know, I used, as a model, I used the sculpture that is in New York about Romeo and Juliet from Milton Hebold. I really love this sculpture, and I was so happy to paint it. Day 24, Expedition. I don't know, I was having a lot of shibari pictures on my Instagram, and I find it very beautiful. I kind of get the feeling of it, but to me, yeah, it's like an expedition, you know, to really decide, okay, this afternoon I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be attached by ropes and hang from the ceiling. It's a whole commitment, I think. Scarecrow, maybe that's the worst of Inktober, of all my inks. In my mind, it was so fun and great, and I didn't have the time to correct it. I did all these contours in black, which ended up making it look like a drawing of a 8 years old. At the same time, the subject is not for 8 years old, so it's weird. It's just a weird picture. I don't own it at all. Day 26, Camera. I put here just a sample because the overall picture is maybe too much for YouTube. I don't know. But you can find it if you search for it on my Instagram. It's in the honor of a filmmaker who is Olympe Degé, and she creates ethical and feminist adult movies. She's promoting an enlightened and responsible sexual culture, and this is her quote that I love: because sex deserves to be filmed with love, because we deserve adult content that reflects our values, because we deserve to feel when the video is over, not shame or guilt, but amazement and joy. Inktober, day 27, Road. This one I kind of like. I like the volumes. I love when the volumes are different than usual. The clouds I love, and the fact that the hair and the clouds are mixing. Yeah, it's a road to one heart. That's so profound. Okay, we were almost at the end, and anyway, you know, this is what I posted on the right days, but I didn't do that all in order. So anyway, day 28 was Jumbo, and as I was saying before, I love when proportions are different. I really wanted huge hands there, and to me even now the hands are not huge enough. Day 29, Navigator. I couldn't think about any other navigator than the great, the immense Paul Watson, who is spending his whole life protecting the wild in the ocean, protecting what's left of the wild. I really admire people that give their life like that to a beautiful cause. Day 30, Violin. Yeah, this is not a very original idea. Of course, we saw that a million times everywhere. A woman body as a cello or as a violin. But still, I wanted to make my own, and I like fireflies. I wanted to put some fireflies there. And the last prompt was landmark, which didn't inspire me at all, and I think but by this time I was filming myself inking to do content, because if you don't do content about your art in this world right now, you are nobody. Oh, and this year I'm swapping Inktober for Tarotober. I'm gonna publish daily tarot paintings. So yeah, come by if you're curious, or join in, even better.